Leonidas and the Spartans have waited their entire lives for this moment. For the Spartans are born for battle. Around 530 BC, 50 years before the battle at Thermopylae, Leonidas is a newborn and faces the first challenge of his military life. A Spartan elder examines Leonidas for defects.
At birth, the first act of the state after you were out of your mama's womb was to look at you and say, you are fit or you are not fit to live in the society.
This was a hardcore warrior society. You couldn't have anybody that might be a weakling or be a weak link. If a baby had any imperfection at all, they didn't allow him to live.
The child would be, quote, exposed. That is, there was a sacred hillside where the child would be taken and left there to die.
No consideration is given to the feelings of the parents. All that mattered is the benefit of the child to the state.
Only two people in the Spartan state could have a tombstone with their name on it. One, a man who died in battle. The other, a woman who died in childbirth. Because both acts were seen as giving your life for the state. And if you reflect on that for a few moments, childbirth, child-rearing is for the state. Not the family, not the individual, it's for the state.
While strong babies like Leonidas are spared, many in this warrior cult are left to perish. The Spartans believe that these babies would likely not even survive the unique Spartan training program. One which transforms ordinary boys into killing machines. The Greek historian Herodotus writes that at age 7, every Spartan boy, including Leonidas, is taken from his family and placed in military training camps.
The life of a young Spartan boy would strike us as harsh today. Until about age 7, he would be left with his mother mostly. Father would make visits, etc. It would be a kind of a normal boy. At that point, he would be taken into a kind of state system of education. And there they would live a rough military life.
Here, young Leonidas will live, train, and learn to kill.
When a young boy was taken from his mother at age 7 and entered the agoge, the upbringing, he never did anything except train for the next 12 years until he entered the army.
Their education focused on military skills and discipline and toughness. They were often not fed sufficiently, so they'd be hungry all the time. This would encourage them to steal in order to eat.
You were taught not to cry. You were taught to conceal pain. Their whole society was set up to try and strip you of individual identity.
Another very bizarre ritual that they engaged in to make sure that their guys were tough is that they would be flogged until they bled in groups, and whoever was the toughest and stood the longest was very highly honored. And the families would stand around and yell and scream at the boys, "Don't you pass out, don't you pass out." There does seem to be some indication that there was an increasing level of violence as you got older, and of course one suspects that this is aimed.
The hazing and the other aspects of fraternity life go awry.
As the boys get older, the training becomes more and more intense.
Do honor to your family! Do honor to your Spartan heritage! You will get strong, or you will die! For Spartan!
By the time Leonidas and the Spartan boys reach their early teens, weapons like wooden swords and tipless spears are added to the military training. Still, during these war games, consequences can be deadly.
youths were killed in the course of this fight. It's a preparation. You're going to see your comrades and your youth mates being killed.
The art of being a good soldier, the art of being stealthy.
By the time Leonidas is 18, his education is complete. He has survived a Spartan training designed to weed out the weak. He has learned to kill or be killed.